Another year goes by and another YouTube Rewind squirts out of the juicy asshole that is YouTube Spotlight. And you know what? This year's one is actually pretty good. If you like things that really, really suck. Point is, what I'm saying is, I'd rather have watched a 4-hour video of a bear slowly dying, and not like a quiet, peaceful death. I mean like it's lying there in agony and screaming for its life to be ended, screaming for the misery to end. I'm not talking like a ah, I'm talking more of a ah, kind of thing. I just can't figure out what the point of these videos are. You trying to celebrate the year of 2017 or YouTubers and what they did in the year of 2017, or you're just celebrating celebrities? Because you start the video with some Viner comedian who I watched a couple of videos of, and it's just some of the worst comedy I've ever seen. And you got one of those American talk show hosts, what's his name? Jimmy? I don't know. Who even knows? And then of course, we have all the famous YouTubers everyone knows, like this guy, and this one as well. And how about this guy? Everyone remembers him. Like, how am I supposed to know who you are underneath that makeup that makes you look like a corpse? Is that a statement on their channels? Are they like dying channels? What is that? So of course everyone is really surprised that PewDiePie isn't in it. Personally, I was hoping that it was going to start with him saying the N-word and then a big demonetized logo popping up on the screen. I like the bit where Jake Paul and Logan Paul, who are just two great people who make great content, had a hug or whatever. I was hardly even paying attention by that point. There was a fidget spinner and a meme, some dabbing or something. What is the point of this video? Already it has 185,000 dislikes at the time of me watching it. Of course, if I was in it, it would be a perfect video and a 10 out of 10, but I'm not in it, so it's the worst. There were like 2 good bits. The best bit, of course, being the section that the animators got, like Jaden Animations and The Odd Ones Out, but they shoved them in the credits alongside all the faces of all the other YouTubers you've never heard of, as if to say, yeah, I guess they're kind of popular, but because they're animated, they're not quite as important as the Diamond Minecart. Seriously though, who are these people? They're imposters. So like this Casey Neistat, he's pretty recognizable, and the Brave Wilderness guy, I saw him. They deserve to be in there, they're actually good. And I couldn't help but feel like it came across as a little bit insincere when out of nowhere they hold hands and it's like, man, terrorism is bad, isn't it? And then they go back to the memes. I don't know if I'm just completely out of the loop. That is possible, so call me out if I'm wrong here, but since when did planking come back? Is that a thing? Is that relevant right now? I guess another good thing is that they had Kendrick Lamar's Humble in there for a bit, which is refreshing because they actually used a good song instead of the stuff they normally use, but it's kind of outweighed by all the terrible stuff. Who is responsible for this? Who thought that singing All Star in a video in 2017 would be a good idea? Who thought that any of this would be a good idea? This strikes me as the kind of thing that some 45-year-old who desperately wants to be hip and cool shoved together and was like, yeah, that's really neat. Everyone's gonna love this. I dread to think what the budget of this was. I think I'd throw up the same amount of times that fidget spinners show up in this video. So what's that, like 400 million? They don't do a very good job of making this whole YouTube Rewind thing seem very inclusive. Like everyone looks like a supermodel. Like it's just corporate. People go to YouTube for the opposite of this. This is why we hate everything else. This is what we hate. The whole appeal of YouTube is that you don't have to be a celebrity like, what's his face? John Paula, and who cares? Them. To be successful on YouTube. It's so lame. It's just the lamest thing I've ever seen. How can you... They are inventing new ways to define lame. Every year it gets lamer and lamer. I don't think it can get lamer. Like, I dread to think what's even going to happen in 2018. It's going to wind up on this bloody video. What are you celebrating? What are you trying to say with this video? Who knows? Who cares? It wasn't very good. I have nothing to say except... YouTube, please invite me. I really want to be on it. I feel like I'm being left out. I promise to stop making videos on you if you let me on your stupid, cringy Rewind video.